Oh, baby.
Welcome back to TFC. We're going to go right into the box office breakdown. It was a huge opening weekend for The Hunger Games Catching Fire, the second film in the Hunger Games series. It brought in $161 million. Wow! The film almost surpasses Thor the Dark World's 3-week total of $168 million after its $14 million weekend.
Yikes.
What?
The Best Man Holiday took in $12.5 million for a total of $50.4 million total gross. Delivery Man, starring Vince Vaughn, opened this weekend and only brought in $8.2 million. Bummer. I love Vince Vaughn. Also, Freebird still hanging in there with 5.3 this weekend and a total gross of $48.6 million.
I will say this. I was a part of that $161 million Hunger Games.
How was it?
Fan-freaking-tastic.
Yeah?
I will say this.
So the hype was real.
The hype is real.
The hype was real.
I'm not going to spoil anything but I will say it is very much. If you read the second book, it is the second book.
That's hard
There is
to
no
do.
changes in the first because I know that's one thing that really irked me with the first movie.
Okay.
Like in the first movie.
I didn't read the books, so this is good.
In the book, on the train when they're going toward the Capitol, Peeta and Haymitch have a discussion. Woody Harrelson's character, they're sitting there talking, and Haymitch is a drunk, and he's like, "Oh, I'm not going to train you," and then Peeta just punches him in the face.
Yeah.
This is in the book, and they start to rumble, and then Katniss comes in and pulls a knife, and everyone's like, "All right, we're cool," and he's like, "All right, I'll train you." And it was like a little scuffle at the table, and then he put his foot in somebody's face. It was very much like, really? And then that causes him to train you?
So it was good.
No, the movie version of that was horrible. Like, it was like him putting his foot on
No,
somebody.
meaning like overall.
Overall, the second
Catching
movie's
Fire
phenomenal.
was awesome. I can't wait to see it.
Phenomenal good.
I downloaded the soundtrack, so I'm halfway there, kind of, right?
I'll give you that.
Okay, not halfway, like 0.4.
Yeah, 24.
All right, good. All right, so let's get into the news. Ben Affleck and Matt Damon are going to be making a comic movie together. No, Matt Damon is not playing Robin. Ben Affleck's to Ben Affleck's Batman. The two are producing an adaptation of Sleeper, a DC Vertigo comic by Ed Brubaker. The story, which ran from 2003 to 2005, revolved around an operative that comes in contact with an alien object that makes him unaffected by pain. I wonder what that's like. He then goes undercover into a no-good organization and also falls for one of the operatives. No set date has been declared for this release.
Sony Entertainment has made a public statement that the financial issues at Sony are getting real and that some departments are taking a hit, specifically the production of films. The slate for the coming summer has dropped to 4 films from last year's 9. Sony's going to aim more towards higher margin television production. They also intend to make movies like The Amazing Spider-Man and hope to make a profit on those rather than take a risk with new franchise or independent. The company plans to cut $100 million. Sony, why are you making The Amazing Spider-Man? Why?
I was just never into any of the Spider-Mans.
Spider-Man was good. It's just very much, all right. We'll get into this later.
Okay. All right, this is a serious topic, so let me calm
Yes.
down. Okay. Movies about slavery have been popular in Hollywood the last few years, including Django Unchained and Lincoln. A new slavery film is in the making, and it's being directed by Giancarlo Esposito, or Gus, from Breaking Bad. The film, Patriotic Treason, is an adaptation from a book written by Evan Carton about abolitionist John Brown and his 1859 raid of Harper's Ferry. Beginning the Civil War, Esposito will also appear in the film as Frederick Douglass.
Influential screenwriter Sid Field passed away Sunday, November 17th, 2013 at age 77.
Aww.
He wrote the manual screenplay and is credited for creating the 3-act structure used in screenwriting. Field is taught at the University of Southern California with students including Judd Apatow and John Singleton. In a recent interview, Field named The Lookout, 500 Days of Summer, and The King's Speech as his favorite produced screenplays for the last decade.
That was sad.
Yes.
Rest in peace, rest in peace. Archery's growing interest in recent years can be the effect of several films such as The Hunger Games Catching Fire. For NBC's 2012 Olympic Games coverage, archery was the most watched sport during its first week. Because Jennifer Lawrence's character uses the bow and arrow as a tool for survival, it has gained enthusiasm from fans of the trilogy, where blockbusters such as Skyfall have inspired a new passion for gunmanship around the country. So far, Catching Fire has achieved positive reviews and predictions about breaking box office records. As a result, Popular culture's fascination with archery is most likely to continue for a very long time. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to get into archery, but I mean, it is pretty badass when she rocks that bow and arrow, man.
Very much so. I know for me, growing up, my grandfather, years before I was even a thought, had an archery store, taught my dad how to do it.
What?
My dad taught me
what
how to do it.
What a fun fact about Chris.
Yes. It's like a local legend lore thing. It was actually my grandfather and a couple of his buddies started a thing called the Glass Bowman, and it was a archery range. It was in the middle of the woods where Hunter's Woods is in Williamstown now.
Okay.
And they would go around, and it was not a traditional shooting range. And you'd have to like go behind a tree and shoot like a fake deer, all sorts of crazy stuff. And I remember as a kid, my dad's like, "You're gonna learn how to shoot a bow and arrow, son." I'm like, "All right, let's do this." And I was actually hold on, more of this action. I was actually pretty decent. I wasn't horrible, but I wasn't bad. For a 4-year-old kid shooting a bow and arrow, I think, hitting a target, that's like 50 feet away. Hey, kudos to you, young man. But yeah, archery's in my blood. I love archery. It's awesome.
Also, we can talk about how slavery films have been up and coming. Django Unchained was a fabulous movie. You didn't like it?
I didn't see it. We've been on this discussion off camera where I'm not a Tarantino guy.
But that doesn't take away from the fact that
the
movie was beautifully edited.
I would like to see it just so I can talk about it. Mm-hmm. I just feel
it is a great movie.
That's the general focus when I hear about it. Everyone says it's a good movie, and I want to see it because it does look interesting. It's just like.
And this new movie coming out, pretty excited for that.
That does look interesting.
Yeah. I need to see a trailer for it.
Yeah, I'm very much a history buff as well. So
right.
It's like,
exactly.
I went and saw Lincoln, and I was
because I didn't see Lincoln.
Oh God.
So there's that.
It's a very talky movie.
Okay.
It's very dialogue driven, and like if you're
not nominated for a crap ton of awards.
Daniel Day-Lewis. That guy craps Oscar-winning performances. Like he could sit there and be like, "It's Daniel Day-Lewis in Eating a Sandwich. He gets an Oscar nom because he's that good." I mean, Sally Field is a phenomenal actress. Like, I don't care what anybody says. Like, if I ever did a biopic of myself, I want her to play my mom because her and my mom, she reminds me of my mother so much it's scary. But, like, Daniel Day-Lewis.
Wasn't she Sybil?
She played his wife in Lincoln.
I'm just saying, like, wasn't she in Sybil?
I don't know.
You've never seen Sybil?
No.
That's a classic movie.
I never saw Sybil. I didn't know what you're talking about.
Anyway, if you've seen it, hi.
Yeah, but Lincoln was a very good movie. But, like, I know I talked about The Amazing Spider-Man a little bit ago. Why?
No interest.
Why?
No interest ever. We have people behind the camera right now very angry at us.
Steve, one of our cameramen's going, "No, don't go there." I'm going to go there, Steve.
Lauren's crying, our floor manager.
Here's the thing.
Layla's like giving us thumbs up.
I will put it this way. When it comes down to The Amazing Spider-Man, there was no need to make that movie.
None.
Here's the thing.
Zero.
The Sam Raimi trilogy. The Sam Raimi trilogy, the first one was very good. The second one was phenomenal. The third one, oh God, it wasn't. Here's the thing, for what it was hyped up to be, and what it was, yeah, you could say failure. But if you just look at it for a movie that what it wasn't horrible. It wasn't great, but it wasn't horrible. It was like, okay, it could have been so much better, but for what it wasn't bad. But they didn't need to reboot it.
I don't ever want to see it.
They didn't.
But
I'm saying like The Amazing Spider-Man, which is the new version with Andrew Garfield. Andrew Garfield does a great job.
Everyone's reactions are
He does a great job. I give him so many kudos, but the story's been told. It's still fresh. There was no need for it. They literally took the original Spider-Man and put it into The Amazing Spider-Man, and it was the same thing, except for a different character. He talks to himself because he's crazy.
I wish I could get into this convo, but I can't because I've just never seen
It's just me going on a rant, and it's just like...
As usual.
Yeah, this show should be like a Final Cut with Chris ranting. That's what...
And Kelly just, hey.
Kelly going, "This is great, Chris. Somebody get me a drink, please."
I say fabulous all the time. I say great.
Stupendous.
Okay, guys. Well, anyway, that's for the Final Cut. I'm Kelly.
And I'm Chris. Thanks for watching. And next week we're gonna have a special
Christmas
episode. So please stay tuned stay tuned. Keep watching and all that fun stuff. We'll see you next time. So
Yay.
Merry Christmas.
Not yet, but yes.
Yeah, close. Happy Thanksgiving.
Just turn the cameras off.
Yeah, just. I'm done.
Oh, baby.